Hi, I'm Carrie Lawless, and we are Designaholics. On this channel, we teach DIY hacks, how to achieve high-end looks on a budget, and how to make the most money when you sell your home through staging. And today is a perfect example. This is season 1, episode 1 of an amazing transformation. You've got to stay with us because you will really be excited at the end of this video. To get started, we're right here in the front of the house, and we are on episode 1 going to show you the foyer and the dining room and what we did to transform this vanilla blank palette into a masterpiece. All right, y'all ready to get started, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Ready to get started. As you can see, everything is blank in here. However, I just want to point out that we did completely faux finish this light fixture here with chalk paint. That really gave us our source of inspiration for how we were going to go with this whole room. The next thing that we chose, because we weren't getting rid of this, so once we did this with chalk paint, and by the way, there's a link in the description, you really want to watch that because we were able to keep this and not have to spend money, and it really helped the room a lot. So from here, since we had to keep this, our second source of inspiration was the piece of artwork, which we got from Kirkland's. All right, now ready to bring that in? How pretty is this? Am I being any help with that? Mm-hmm. Oh, good job. How do you like that? So don't mind her. She does that a lot. So what I love about this is, well, not only is it huge, because we had a really big wall, and I love big statement pieces. It just adds so much appeal. I'm not really a fan of little busyness, maybe in a kid's room, not in the dining room, which is the second thing you see when you walk in. So I love how these two things really play on each other. And all right, we're gonna show you where we're going from here. I think the next thing we're gonna put up is our drapery treatment. And all right, we're gonna get started with that. All right, so here we go. We wanted to find something very kind of refined and neutral. I love these. Tuesday morning, not sure if they still have it anymore, but we got the gray and the champagne, which I love because it gave us an opportunity to incorporate more of that neutral color palette variety. This is just not a very expensive rod, but we needed that width. It probably came from, I don't know, Tuesday morning. Yeah, probably. All right, so, and then what we did, this had a rod pocket. I hate rod pockets. I don't like the look of the bunched up fabric. So we just went and got these from Tuesday morning. And we clipped them on the top. All right, so let's open this up. And what we're gonna do is just take it and make these, like this. These little loops. And you want your first loop to go back. I see people do this all the time where it's backwards and you see the stitching. Do it like that, it's much better look. All right, and we're just gonna accordion fold this whole thing. All right, they've got it opened up. All right, we said dark stripe on the inside, all right. All right, very good. And then we're gonna put this together. And I'm gonna show you my little curtain trick that's gonna give you height and width visually. Now we already had the brackets put up here, and what I do is I put the bracket like right on the side of the edge of the window, and we're gonna go about a foot out, so that finial right there is gonna extend about a foot past that bracket. So then Natalia is gonna lift that up, bring it all over except the very last fold. And you see how she's got this? So she's barely covering the edge of the window, but she's given us about another foot here. And what that does is makes that window look wider. And of course, we've got the 96-inch curtains, which makes it look even taller. So love that look right there. We struggled a little bit with what to put here and how many pieces of art we were going to put in here. I felt like simplicity was the best. We tried things that were a little more ornate, but everything was fighting with this, and I wanted this to remain the focal point. So what we did was we just picked something a little bit nondescript, but still very pretty, neutral. So let's go ahead and put this up. There we go. It's very neutral, but it's still just enough color and visual interest with that distressed metal. Looks nice. I think, what do you think? Rug next, right?
Yes.
All right. Look how pretty. All right, let's try to get, so the trick is I like to center the rug with the light fixture and then the table on top. So that center medallion is an easy thing to use. I just try to find whatever's in the middle. And does that look right from where you are?
It does.
Perfect. All right. We have a table that we're about to bring in next. Watch your head, watch your head. Ah. That was a close one. So, should we tell a fabulous story about this table and the chairs that came with it? Should we tell?
Yes.
Go ahead. There's another link. You are going to want to check this out in the description. This table was just traditional brown. The homeowner had it. I asked how much they wanted for it, and they said, if I sell the house, I can have the table. So, opportunity presented itself, and we made the most amazing transformation of this. It was dark brown. Nothing wrong with that, but we wanted it to be a whole other level. Please watch the video, you're gonna love it. And same goes for the chairs, we're gonna bring those in next. Something I wanna point out, there were only 4 chairs with this set. Obviously, we need at least 6 to show enough space for a dining room. Nobody uses a dining room for 4 people. So what we did is we had these lovely chairs, and we called a local vendor that sells a lot of antique furniture. And we got these. They are not exactly the same. There are slight differences, but they worked well enough for staging. So we just bought these two. I think, y'all remember how much they were? Like 30 bucks a piece?
Yeah, I think they were 30.
All in all, we didn't pay anything for the furniture. So we got these and made kind of a whole set. But nobody can even tell. All right, so one of the things that's really important to me is to warm up with greenery. This is really not my favorite style plant. I wouldn't have put bamboo here except for that's what we had. So we had to work with that. The reason why I used it is it's tall and skinny. I had wider plants that would have fit the style better, but I really needed it to fit the space, and that's what you have to decide, because you're usually, sometimes you just can't get both. So, and then I've got this small little plant that I'm gonna add here in the corner just to put a little bit of warmth here, and that's plenty enough. Now, I think the final thing is the tablescape.
Yes.
Am I right this time? Tablescape. All right. So we chose a long bowl, which I love, and then we just put a few orbs in it. It was actually originally was not my plan. I wanted to have all different kinds of things, but then I had like 3 of one and 1 of another. And I like how it just, it's a little bit unexpected. So I'm really a big fan of symmetry, so that's kind of a big stretch for me, believe it or not. All right, we have matching sets of candlesticks. Rondi got this fabulous idea off of what, Pinterest. Rondi, where did we get these candles?
I think Target.
Was it Target?
Yeah.
We found a good deal on these. I'm trying to remember how much they were, like $6 for 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so $3 a piece, and for a candle this size, that's not bad. I think the only other way to get a deal like that is Hobby Lobby, half price. So the idea that Rondi saw was you put the candle here, which is kind of blocked, not bad, but then we went to Hobby Lobby and we found on sale 50% off a long garland of this stuff. So yesterday Rondi cut it all up and she made these like candle rings, and then she stuck a little bit of this is all Hobby Lobby, I'm pretty sure. So she just cut these little pieces and added them in, and when I tell you a little detail like this goes a long way, I'm so impressed with this.
And I think these candle, didn't you get these at Hobby Lobby?
Oh, Hobby Lobby half price. Half price is my second favorite, only to be outstaged by Free. Free. It's the best. Oh my goodness. I love this. And then you can just play with this little stuff. We actually gave it a little haircut yesterday. I don't know, do you like it?
Yeah, if you want them all the way to touch the table or not, it depends on.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I mean, this might be overdone for some people. It's not overdone for us, huh?
Nope.
Nope. Are we finished with this room already?
We are.
Yay! right, so now we're going to show you how we did the foyer. We are now in the very vanilla foyer. Again, we did something with this light and made it really fantastic. It was just brown, like what, 15 years ago, brown. And we updated it. It looks farmhouse and chalky, super cool. And again, that link, well, it's the same finish as in the dining room.
Yes.
So that link is in the description. Be sure to watch. The first thing we're going to start with is our art. We're going to bring that in and show you how we build around it. Always look for a piece of inspiration. In this case, that's what it is. Most of the time I don't use a wire, I use the 2 hooks because it can put pressure on the frame and mess it up. In this case, this picture weighs, what, a pound, maybe?
Yes.
Again, this was a great Kirkland's find. I don't know if they still have this. I got it on clearance, so my guess is they don't have it. But now, we struggled with this foyer a lot because we needed something dramatic, but something that also, you know, felt cohesive with that farmhouse feel that we went for in the dining room because they are literally right next to each other. So we didn't have anything else that we felt fit. We wanted something a little more, I don't know, dramatic, but instead we added furnishings and decor, and you'll see what we did to make this more dramatic. The girls are bringing in one of my all-time favorite pieces. And I have to tell you, this was challenging to find. You'll see this in a lot of my videos because it's my favorite. Well, I got a lot of favorites, but this is definitely one of them. This came out of an old church. It was a very light oak, and I used gel stains. Wish I had the video of it, but I did it at 10 o'clock at night. Anyway, I just used some darks and some lights, and hopefully I'll do this finish in another video because it's just so beautiful, and it anchors the space with how dark it is, and then I love how the lights, the grays come in and antique it. What's so special about this piece is it came out of a church, and there was no glass on top, and this used to hold the canes. So I'm sure you'll see this in plenty of other videos coming up because we plan to use it a lot. All right, so what we did was we actually have 2 lamps that are going to go on the side. And what I like about these lamps, we actually changed the shades. What were they? Like a tan?
A tan, shiny.
Oh yeah,
Very
shiny. Hated it. So we stole these from another lamp, another set of lamps, and what I figured out, or what we figured out actually, was that we needed this blue-gray to kind of anchor the space and pull the blue out of here. Because with something so beige, you've got to have pops of color. I mean, it was just looking, I don't know, just very nondescript. We chose this tray kind of because we had it. Certainly it just, you know, this really isn't my favorite, but sometimes if you're just staging, this is really good enough. It's not our personal home, and it's enough for the buyer to walk in and feel super welcome. We have a plant going down here and a rug, so we're hiding those cords as much as possible, and then we're gonna put the rug down, and that is gonna be it for the front of the house. And I chose this rug. I wish it was longer. They really didn't have anything the size we wanted, but we chose this just to add a little bit of warmth, and it matched very well, it coordinated very well with the rug in the dining room. So is this it?
Yes.
All right, we've got the front 2 rooms done. This is the end of episode 1 of season 1. Definitely stay with us. Also, did you subscribe? I just wanted to remind you because you don't want to miss all the rest of the seasons. This house is amazing. This is one of my favorites.
I love it.
It's
beautiful.
Beautiful. It's going to sell really fast too. Staging
Yes, it
sells,
is.
huh?
Yes, it does.
All right. Thanks so much. I'm Carrie Lawless, and we are Designaholics.